live. Yeah, we going live. Hey, we going live. Yeah, we going live. Yeah, we going. Yeah, we going. Yeah, we going live. From the 50-yard line, we going live. From the 50-yard line, we going live. From the 50-yard line. Hey.
Hello, beautiful people.
Hello.
I am Jarrett, the football genius Burgess.
And I am Stephanie Fitzpatrick, a.k.a. the Advantage Coach.
And this is episode 79 of the Field to Real podcast. I got it wrong last week. I apologize.
But didn't you say 78 last week?
I think I said 77 or
I
maybe
thought you said 78 last week.
Maybe I said 78 last week.
And
it
it's
was
really
79.
80. And
we're this
on
one
80.
is 80.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, y'all. Episode 80 of the Field to the Real podcast. And we said that this is the episode where we start counting down to our 100th episode.
Yeah, we got 20 to go.
Come somewhere around March.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's right. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yep.
So we looking forward to that. Like that's
the weather will be getting better.
Yeah.
We can do something maybe outside or
right.
Yeah.
I come up here.
We're gonna pray that COVID is gonna be able to do something.
Yeah. I'm tired.
Listen, we ain't gonna start talking about that. Like, good grief. Good grief. Like real talk.
Folks down here in Atlanta acting like they ain't no. Now listen, I understand you ain't got to be shut down in your house, but at least socially distance. Like, come on, man. Folks don't even want to be away from each other.
Yeah.
It's just 6 weeks. It is just 6 weeks.
Listen, I don't know who listen. Me? I got a 10-foot rule. I don't know about 6 feet.
Forget the 6 feet. We're going to double it.
Forget 6 feet. Listen, I told you, when I'm walking Corbin, if I see somebody, I'm going to the other side of the street.
Mm-hmm.
I do not play.
Yeah.
Like, I see people, they be walking past each other. They'll stop and talk. No. You want to talk to me? We're going to have to yell because I'm not going to be. It's not happening. Sorry.
I just started going back to the gym, right?
Mm-hmm.
And for those of y'all, before y'all kill me, I'm in there with a spray bottle full of sanitizer, and I wipe everything down before I get on it and after I get off of it. And that's going to the gym early in the morning when there are very little people there. So
y'all early meaning like ridiculously early, just so y'all know. That's not like you might think he means like 6 or 7 in the morning. No. Like it's still dark. The roosters haven't even crowed by the time So
it's still dark when I leave the gym.
Just saying.
Man.
So don't kill him. He good.
All right, now. It's funny, we've been talking about this Who's Really Right for a couple weeks now, I want to say. Because when we first found out about it, we wanted to use it immediately.
Yeah.
We were like, no, let's stick with what we got and we'll hold this for another time.
Yeah.
And this is one I am pretty surprised that we differ on.
Yeah. But
I certainly understand your position, and let me not leave the audience in suspense any longer. This week's Who's Really Right, for those of you who don't know, Maya Moore, who is a WNBA superstar, she took off a couple of years of her WNBA career to help free a man who was wrongly convicted of a crime. And she was able to help him get free after how many years?
I can't even remember.
Was it over 20?
Yeah, I was going to say, why is 19, 20, something like that popping into my head?
Yeah.
Something like that, yeah.
So he was released, and all of us, we talked about the release and we talked about just the joy that she showed when he got released. But little did we know that she would go on to marry this man. And so this week's Who's Really Right is, does Maya Moore's marriage to Jonathan Irons, who was the man that she freed, does that diminish the sacrifice she made in order to get him free? You want me to go first, don't you?
Uh-huh.
Oh my gosh. The reason why I say that it doesn't diminish that sacrifice, I think that there would have had to be some ulterior motive in the sacrifice that she made, or at least a belief of it, in order to diminish, what she did. I think what she did was very selfless. And I know in retrospect, it probably looks selfish, because if you think to yourself, I'm gonna get this man out of jail and I'm gonna marry him, then it doesn't look as selfless as it was. But I don't think that was her intent. It feels like in the battle to get him free and the time afterwards, like she just fell in love with the man. And I can understand that, And so I don't believe that it diminished her sacrifice at all, because she could have not done it. If she just wanted to get married, there are a whole bunch of free men out here she could have got married to. I think that in, just this journey, I think this journey just let her see that was the man for her. So God bless him, more power to him. But I don't think that this diminishes, the sacrifice that she made. All right, I'm done. Because I really want to hear what you got to say.
I want to say that I think that nothing can diminish the fact that she walked away from the game she loved to help somebody. So let me preface what I say by that. But I question now, because even I think we had this as our feel-good final thought even.
Mm-hmm.
And so in that moment of hearing that this is what she had decided to do, and that it was, to help somebody else, less fortunate, not able, I thought it was a great thing, but in the back of my head, I questioned why him. I mean, and I could be wrong, I don't know, I should have done my research to see, but if Maya Moore's cause, or one of her causes that she's championed as a professional athlete, is helping to get wrongly incarcerated individuals out of those situations, then I'm like, okay, this was just a perchance thing. She picked him, and what you just said would be true in my head. If you picked him and he was just, some great guy, you helped him get out, y'all fell in love, blah, blah, blah. But I don't think that's the case. And I could be wrong. It could be that she's formed one since, but I mean, in the initial, to take the time away from the game you love,
mm-hmm.
to help an individual that you just pulled his name out of a hat and said, I'm gonna miss this money this year so that I can help this man, or I'm gonna miss playing the game I love so I can help this man. It just makes me, goes to your point of ulterior motives, kind of like, well, did you see him and be like, oh, I think I need to get him out of jail, you know? Just kind of that type of thing.
So that is the part that I left out, right? To your point, that is the part that I left out. She had met him when she was younger. And so she knew of him. I don't know the depth of their relationship.
Yeah.
I don't know the depth of their relationship when she was younger. I would hope, because I believe it was at a time where she was a minor, I would hope that it was appropriate.
Let us pray.
Let us pray. But I just wanted to throw that part in there. They did know, she did know of him before.
So it wasn't I pulled this person just out of I don't know. I don't want it to seem like I'm doubting the act itself was amazing. I don't care what the motive was. The act was amazing. And so I'm not trying to diminish the fact that she took her time and she made the effort to get this man released when he should have been out all along. You know what I mean?
Right.
So that part, that resonates with me, but I'm just a little concerned about why you did it in the first place. I mean, even if, let's just say, this was a guy she knew when she was a minor and he was a family friend or a friend of somebody she knew, or however their acquaintance was. And she said, I know he was wrongly, when I get into professional sports, or because I mean, I've known and seen Maya go from high school because she was, you know, I've seen her career basically from being in Georgia all the way to being a professional. And so if her thought was, and she knew her trajectory was to be a professional basketball player all along. And so in her head, and she was like, when this happened to him, she was like, as soon as I get a chance, I'm going to help him get out. I probably still think taking a year off from the sport you love to do it speaks to, again, motive for doing it. Not because I don't think that's where my thing comes in. I don't know that it was just, this is a family friend or somebody that I know and I want to help him because I know he's been wrongly accused. So let me take this time off and go do. I don't think that's it. So I'm just going to say no. I do. Well, yes, I do think that this development does diminish the sacrifice. Yeah. Just based on motives, not the act. I want to make that clear.
Right.
Just based on motives, not the act.
Right.
Yeah.
Y'all let us know what y'all think. You know, this is a tough one for me. I think I want to believe, like, you know what I'm saying? Because
me too.
I could certainly make an argument for the other way. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it says they met in 2007. So I'm not sure how old she is now, but I was trying to do the math on that because that would have been 13 years ago.
She was an adult already, I believe.
Nah, because she got to be, what, 26, 27? Is she in her 30s?
Let's see. 13. Oh, wait, let me think back. 13 would have been, well, maybe so. I don't think so, though. No. She might have been right at like 17.
Let me see. Sorry, guys. We want to see. Oh, wow. ESPN. Why Maya Moore's marriage to Jonathan Irons doesn't diminish her sacrifice.
Oh, of course you had to point that out.
No, you know what? When I was looking it up to see what her age is, that.
But did you find her age? Like,
yeah, so she was 18.
Yeah, I figured
she's 31 now.
Yeah, so I thought she was like 31.
I don't know why I thought that she was a little older than that. Which, I mean, thinking about, like, she stepped away from the game in her prime. You know what I'm saying? Which speaks more to the level of sacrifice that might have been. But I don't know.
Yeah,
I just want to believe it. You know what I'm saying? You guys hit us up and let us know who you think's really right.
Yeah, absolutely.
You think that Maya Moore, the what did you say, that the
motives, not the
motives, not the action.
Yeah.
The motive of the sacrifice.
Yeah.
I mean, does it diminish the
That's
sacrifice?
That's what diminishes it in my mind. Like, diminishes what happened. Like, you know, I'm thinking, oh, this is such a philanthropic, and now I'm like, maybe it was a little personal.
Yeah.
You know, yeah.
I can't certainly say, like, because in all of the group chat stuff, man, like when we first saw that, and even when you hit me about it, like, we was all like, what?
Pretty much.
Hey, huh?
What? Exactly. What? Exactly.
And so that was the initial reaction to that.
Yeah.
It seemed so,
it's random.
And then it makes you question that, like, was that your motive all along? Like, you met this man as an 18-year-old.
Yeah, like you've been crushing on him since you was a kid.
Right.
Dang, he fine. I'm gonna get him out of jail.
I'm getting him out of jail. All right, my jokes are in no way an endorsement of Stephanie. You guys let us know who you think is really right. Either Stephanie or myself.
Yeah.
She believes that it does diminish the sacrifice, and I believe that it doesn't. At least that's what I want to believe. So.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
Where we at next? Please don't tell me.
No.
Oh no, this is a good one.
That's a good one. Yeah.
And I think there have been a lot of things, particularly in basketball, with the NBA, that just lets us know that they get it, and not just in the NBA, but we see that this one is around the NBA, because I don't think that NBA officials necessarily determine this. I think that whoever controls the broadcast, like maybe ESPN, TNT, they make this decision in particular. But for those of you who, if you watch basketball, you know who Doris Burke is. If you don't watch basketball, please Google a picture of Drake wearing a picture of Doris Burke's face on his shirt. Apparently, he had like a little season of crushing on Doris Burke. Yes, Drake.
So y'all just go look at Doris Burke's picture, okay? Like, Drake, I can't. Go away, sir.
But no, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to joke over this moment, because this is a truly amazing accomplishment, and it's sad at the same time that we have to keep having these firsts. Yeah.
Everything's an accolade, like woohoo,
this is the first time. Like, why is this the first time? But nevertheless, it is progress. So Doris Burke will become the first woman in NBA history to announce the finals. Yeah, it's a radio
broadcast. Yeah, but still amazing. Love it.
Yeah, and it's one of those things where she's been around basketball so much that it's kind of like,
I didn't think
this had not happened. I assumed that it at least had happened before.
Right.
But one of the things I'm most proud about is that, at least in the, I don't know if you would call it the, Lord, I'm sorry. Please forgive me, guys. Not the broadcast space. Well, let's just say the broadcast space. Mm-hmm. You are starting to see a lot of women in the broadcast space, and we've seen it for some time, but more than just, you moderating two men and you don't really get to give your opinion. Right. We're starting to see women who are allowed to. So shout out to Rachel Nichols, shout out to Curry Champion, Jamel Hill, Maria Taylor, our girl, Sinead Nwunke. All of these women who are in this space, and I apologize if I left your name out, but I celebrate all of these women who are in this space, who are allowed to operate in this space.
Angel Gray, I just thought about
Angel Gray, yes. You know who I haven't seen in a long time?
Kaylee, I can't think of her name. Kaylee, somebody else. Who?
Who is it? I think I'm about to say the wrong name because I think that's the press secretary's name.
Oh, gosh.
I won't mention her. But Josina Anderson, like, where is she? I have not seen her from. I usually like see her on the NFL show and stuff like that, but I haven't seen nor heard her name in a while. So, I just thought about that.
Yeah, that NFL space is a whole different beast. Like, I'm waiting on that. Like, when y'all gonna put somebody in the booth for that?
Right. I mean,
because they just the pretty sidelines, pretty sideline reporters. No, like somebody like Pam Oliver has paid her dues,
has earned the right to be in the booth.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? And it's, I don't know who did they just put together for this Monday Night Football cast?
I don't know. I ain't even really been paying attention.
That would have been a great look in order to, you know what I'm saying, have someone there, but
alas, it's the NFL, so what do we expect?
Yeah.
What you started this out with, the NBA has kind of been that innovator, that pioneer. They're much more aware. They're willing to do and go, and so but kudos to Doris. Nothing but love. What?
So ESPN fired Josina Anderson.
Well, that's why you hadn't seen her.
Yeah. Wow. Okay. I won't dig into the story now while we're recording this. I'll wait until later. But Lord, I just wasn't expecting to see that.
Yeah. Well, there you go.
That's wild. Okay. So but to go back to our original point, shout out to Doris Burke. You know, and shout out to the people who are making decisions, who, recognize her talent. Hopefully not that this is just another, first, what I'm saying? But like, she deserves this.
Absolutely. It's not because we're trying to appease somebody. Like, you know what I mean?
Right.
It's like, no.
She deserves
it. That's right. Love it. Okay.
All right. Now, I'm a fan of this next story. Just unfortunate that it wasn't at my alma mater, but the fact
he was
that
wanting to go to his alma mater and didn't get a job, which is a shame all in itself.
Ain't that crazy? You mean to tell me Prime Time can't get a job at his alma mater?
Right.
That's okay.
That's all right. He about to flip the script on all y'all.
Right. Deion Sanders' addition to Black College is going to be huge, not just for recruiting, but for viability and visibility.
Yeah.
And so I am happy to say that Deion Sanders is the new head coach of Jackson State University.
Woohoo!
I got to shout out. I got to shout out my pastor, Pastor Vince Thomas of Outlet Community, because he went to Jackson State. He played baseball there. Okay. And when he saw this story, he flooded. He flooded the group chat.
I'm sure. Like, yes. Yeah.
With all type of celebrations. So shout out to him. I know that was a good look.
No, this is amazing. And then like I just said this to somebody because you were the one that pointed out to me that I saw you told me both that not only did Deion Sanders take the head coaching job, then he see his pull, his presence, his stature, his stature in football as a legend.
Right.
He's been able to then pull in.
Attract, yeah.
He's got two other beasts who have come alongside him to do this, and that's Terrell Owens
as a receivers coach
and Warren Sapp
as a D-line coach. Now,
listen,
some of these, I know we saw the thing for Terrell Owens. I don't think he's announced Warren Sapp yet.
Yeah.
But
either way,
Yeah.
Either way, they just changed the game for HBCUs.
Right.
It was already starting to switch with the 5-star recruits making the decisions to go. But now, Deion, the recruiting is going to be.
This is going to open the floodgates.
All these D1s, I said all these Power 5 and D1 schools, small, y'all, good luck.
Right.
That's all I can tell you. Because I already know if a kid got a choice, yeah, okay, good luck. Good.
I'd go play for Deion Sanders.
Good luck.
And this NFL coaching staff. Oh,
good luck. Good luck. Yeah, because the whole, you got to go to a big school and be seen on TV thing is so out of the window now. They'll find you anywhere. You know what I mean? They'll find you anywhere. Yeah. So, and honestly, just because it's Deion, they're going to be on TV anyway.
Right. Yeah. The type of games that they'll be able to get.
Yeah.
I want to say like just the experience that he'll bring, to coaching.
Yeah.
The one thing, and you know what, I won't even speak that because I told you about my experience with coaching. So I'll leave that. Yeah. I'll leave that right there because I don't even want to speak that into the atmosphere.
He'll be okay.
But
he'll be okay.
They're going to be okay.
The one thing that I know, no matter what, he knows the game. And he is all about empowering and helping young men be men.
Yes.
So even if you got to recognize your weaknesses as a coach because you're new to this and you bring in strong people to help you, it's like coordinators or whatever, then great. But I know for a fact that what you bring to the table is invaluable.
Yes.
So either way. Yeah.
And, so one of the things that he just did.
You mean other than that ridiculous entrance?
Yeah. You got to do it like that at the Black College.
No, you don't.
Halftime is game time. He had the marching band and everything. That's how you got to do it at a Black college.
No.
Yes.
You've accosted police officers from their duty that they could be doing in their town to escort you into your new stop.
Yes. No, they got to. They had to.
Stop. I know he prime time, but stop.
What would you expect from prime time?
I don't know. I need you to just humble down. Humble yourself. So wee bit. Because this is something that's different than your persona. It's not about you anymore. You know what I mean? Like what you've accomplished and who you are and what you've established cannot be diminished or taken away. So you don't have to be big and boisterous. You are who you are. Your personality, it's big enough. Just humble yourself though, because it's not about you.
I think you just said it though. Like he is who he is. He's big and boisterous, and so this is right on brand with prime time.
This is not about being a brand right now, though. You're a coach,
right?
You're a coach. This is not about your brand. You're a coach.
Yeah.
We're gonna be professional. We're gonna be laid back. It's not because it's not about me.
Yeah.
If I'm a coach, it's not about me.
True.
And that's no dig, no shade, no, you know what I mean? Deion is Deion, but I'm just saying, from my perspective, I would have preferred that he did not make such a spectacle.
Such a grand entrance. Look at these police officers escort me there.
Taking police officers off the street to escort you into, then took these kids from whatever they were doing, class or whatever. What? Yeah. Too much. Anyway.
All right. Anywho. I'm dreading going to this next topic. And we just talked about me being in the gym. And, another one of the reasons why I'm in the gym right now is to get in fight shape. Because if we're going to have folks out here making statements like this about my GOAT, I know that.
Listen,
pull up.
Listen, he ain't even my GOAT, and I was like, "Oh, wait a minute, sir."
Oh man, yes. So,
oh my,
Colby Covington had some choice words for LeBron James. And well, at the beginning of his rant, he talked about how he had gotten a call from y'all's president, and the president had told him how much of a good champion he was. And that was at the point where I knew I ain't want to really hear no more. But do you have a piece of what he said? Yeah, let's hear it, because
I want to dedicate this fight to all of the first responders, all of the military out there. This world would not be safe without you guys. You keep us safe, and not these woke athletes. I'm sick of these spineless cowards like LeBron James.
So whenever he fights again, I'm going to be front and center. And I'm just praying that they just beat him unmercifully.
Well, I don't want to be front and center, but I might be praying for the same thing. I ain't even gonna lie.
When I say front and center, I mean right in front of the TV.
I know, watching the TV. I don't care. I don't want to look. I don't need, because that's giving you money. No, I'm not gonna be watching. Like, you don't even get my time.
Oh no, I got ESPN
no
Plus.
ratings. You ain't getting no ratings from me, brother. So whatever. Going about your business. Yeah. I'm not quite sure why he felt it necessary to come at LeBron. Yeah. I was watching some of the sports shows, and they were talking about this particular situation. And I think that one of the consensus is it's for publicity. Mm-hmm. It was a kind of like a I'll be the public antagonist type. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I'm okay with being the jackass, kind of, you know what I mean? So
well, it's a play right out of what's our guy's name? The Irish guy from the UFC.
Oh, Conor McGregor.
Conor McGregor. Yeah. It's a play right out of that book.
Yeah. So I hope that's honestly, that's the best case scenario this could be, in my opinion. Mm-hmm. That you just really were like, let me kiss Cheeto's butt and get some publicity for myself in the process, right?
After he said he got the call from the Cheeto, I knew.
Because he went on to say, nothing makes me prouder than fighting for the people who fight for America. Thank you to all the brave men and women of law enforcement and the military. Thank you, @Real Donald Trump, for all the love and support. The silent majority is ready to make some noise November 3rd.
Beat him bad. So, whoever got him next, beat him bad. I don't know. I don't even know what weight class he is, but
I feel like you know, nothing wrong with you shouting out the first responders and the military and the law enforcement. Absolutely. Like that's probably where you should have left it. You know what I mean? Like, honestly, you should have just left it right there. But to call somebody like LeBron James spineless, if there's ever been an athlete who I wouldn't call spineless, it's LeBron James.
Right.
Very vocal, very no holds barred, does it in a very classy way, but nonetheless, he is going to let what he feels be known.
Right.
And so that's not spineless at all. What spineless is to come at him in the news, like, it's to come at him in social media like that. Right. And because I promise you, fighter or no, you wouldn't say that to his face. Mm-hmm. You wouldn't call him spineless to his face. I promise. Of course not. I would take a bet on that one, that you would not call him spineless to his face. So that makes who spineless again? Okay, because I hate a cyberbully. I hate a cyberbully. Don't be a cyberbully. Listen, you got something to say to me. Right. Guess what? We can pick the time and the place, boo-boo.
Say something.
And let's go. That's right. I need you to say it to my face. Yeah. So Yeah, that was really disgusting on his part. I think it was unnecessary, and it was just wrong. It's just wrong.
Yeah.
Just wrong. And of course the Cheeto would be like, yeah, good for you, because of course. And you're such a good fighter, and of course. Uh-huh. That's why you need to get beat down, like you said.
Right.
Now what? Yeah. Yep.
It's gonna come.
Yep.
All right, let's get off of him.
Okay. Yeah, I'm good with that. That make your energy bad. Like,
yeah, right. It takes something out of you. You just feel right.
Like, ugh, I don't even want to talk about that. Ugh, yeah.
All right.
Oh, speaking of goats.
I forgot this. I forgot this was the next story. Shout out to my brother, him downstairs, who made it a point to tweet us this morning about the move that Jamal Murray put on LeBron last night, and they did the comparison between him and Jordan.
Him and MJ, yes, man.
Listen, like they ain't got your GOAT with a side by side like this.
Listen, yes, thank you, L. Yes, let it be known, sir. Thank you. Let it be known. That was a confused look on LeBron's face. Like, where the heck is he going?
Where he go? I saw the highlight this morning, and that was awesome. Like, awesome.
I was like, woo. So he's had two. I'm sorry, we off topic, but I gotta say it. Mm-hmm. He's had two amazing plays like that in the playoffs against Rudy Gobert. He came to the bat. He drove to the basket, and he did a 360 to get around it.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah.
I'm like, this dude, Kenny last night. Kenny's been so wrong.
What he said.
Talk about, you would look at this dude and you wouldn't think, you would look at him and say, well, he can't do that. He don't look athletic. Like, he can't do none of it. He was like, yeah. He said he was sneaky. And Shaq said, what are you talking about? Right. He was like, I'm just saying. He was like, you would look at LeBron and you'd be like, oh, he can hoop, or he's athletic. He said, this kid is very unassuming in the way that he looks.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he got that game. That's all I'm going to tell you.
Yeah, he does.
Him and Tyler Hero that made this doggone playoffs the bomb for me. Like, that little boy. Anyway, I know that's not what we're going to talk about, but listen. Whew, yeah, okay. Back to my GOAT.
Well, okay, let's go back to your GOAT. I'm sorry, because we didn't even introduce it yet.
Yeah.
But, so MJ and Denny Hamlin are forming.
Michael Jordan, for y'all who don't know.
Yes, I'm sorry. Michael Jordan. Mm-hmm. Stephanie's GOAT.
My GOAT.
Not my GOAT.
My GOAT.
Are forming a NASCAR team, and they have signed Bubba Wallace to be the driver for their team.
Yeah, starting in 2021.
Starting next season.
Yeah.
And we know that their season starts off, like their Super Bowl is at the beginning of the season. So their season starts off with Daytona 500.
Daytona 500, yeah.
In February, actually a week or two after the NFL Super Bowl.
Mm-hmm.
So then we'll see, and I'm sure there'll be a jump man somewhere on the car.
Oh gosh. So I live about 20 minutes from the track here in Charlotte.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna be there.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be there.
Wait, hold on.
Oh, I'm going.
We gotta get you a box or something. we excuse me, y'all, but we ain't sitting around them crazy white folks with their Confederate flags and stuff like that. We gonna have to get
they can't do that anymore. They can't do that anymore. Oh, right,
yeah.
Yeah, so no.
They still got it in their heart though.
That's okay. You better keep it to yourself though. But yeah, I'm be all right. I wouldn't go by myself anyway. Like I would go with somebody. So it wouldn't just be me. Don't worry. And more than likely that person will be Caucasian. So it'll be okay. Because I don't know that I could convince him. I don't think I could convince any of my black friends to be like,
you want to go to a NASCAR race?
Be like, girl, stop. Like, what? So yeah, but I'm gonna be there. I definitely gotta go support that. That's I think that is so dope. Listen, Michael Jordan is, again, my GOAT, is the first black owner of an NBA team, and now he is the first black owner of a NASCAR.
Well, he wasn't the first. of the NBA team because Bob Johnson was.
Oh, that's
from
right.
BET.
I'm sorry, BET. That's right.
But he's the only black one now.
He's the only. That's it. He's the only one now.
Mm-hmm.
Only black owner of a NBA team, and now the only black owner of a NASCAR team.
NASCAR team, which
I love it because I think it's about he's really. I think it's a combination of things. Kobe's death and all of the unrest. He stayed silent for a long time.
Yeah.
He was just kind of quietly doing things, but not being so out in the open with it. But since then, I think he's been really, on this, like, no, I need people to see. And so I feel like him doing this was just another one of the examples of him trying to really say, no, we going to go where we want to go, and we're going to diversify things as much as we, you know what I mean? So, and the icing on the cake is to have Bubba Wallace. So, like, it's just amazing to me. Yeah. So congratulations to Michael and to Denny. Yeah.
Kudos to Michael Jeffrey Jordan.
Denny
Hamlin. Nah, I'm just playing. I really don't dislike Jordan as much as people think I do.
I don't know about that. Okay. Can't tell me you don't.
I mean, I do, but just not as much as y'all think I do.
Okay. Oh my gosh. I could not.
All right, so on to the real. On to the real.
All right.
So for those of you who don't remember Luol Deng, he was a standout.
I'm like, who don't remember Luol Deng? But okay.
Well, some of these folks who are watching basketball now, like,
Oh, they new to the game.
Yeah. And Luol Deng kind of faded into the abyss. Because he was
a few years ago. It's only been a few years.
It's been about 4.
4?
Yeah, about 4. Yeah. And when he came out of Duke, he was, the man. And I think one of the last times we've seen him, he was signed to replace LeBron when he went back to Cleveland.
Cleveland, yeah.
I was about to say Charlotte.
No,
he was signed to replace LeBron, and I think he had battled injury. I'm not certain, but I think he had battled injury.
Yeah, he did at the end there. Yeah.
Yeah, he kind of just fizzled out. But he and Robert Covington, who I'm not certain who he plays for now, but I do know he plays for Houston. He was playing with the 76ers.
Mm-hmm.
He was on that what do they call themselves? Trust the process.
Yeah. Okay.
But they got together and they joined forces with an entrepreneur to revitalize the South Side of Chicago. Because for those of you who don't know, Luol Deng did play for the Chicago Bulls for some time.
Right.
And it's huge. Do we know?
I got a little information on it.
Okay, well, I'm sorry.
No, you're good. So they have partnered with this is a nonprofit called Own Our Own.
Own Our Own, okay.
And so they're focused on real estate, inner city real estate, and revitalizing. And so Robert Covington, Luol Deng, Pops Mensah Bansu, and Matt Barnes are all a part of this. So it's not just Matt Barnes.
Okay.
Yep. They're all investors. And so the project aims to transform the South Side of Chicago neighborhood into a 143-unit multifamily property in the West Pullman neighborhood.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. It's affordable. It's supposed to be affordable housing and community development initiative that will improve quality of life through increased public safety and access to critical social services.
Man, that's one of the things that I've been hearing over and over actually all my life, honestly, but like the emphasis on it over the last few years is ownership.
Yeah.
And if we don't own anything, then we can't control anything. And so when we talk about affordable housing, with all the multimillionaires that we have in professional sports, to see them take it this serious, to say, you know what, if we want to see folks in these rougher neighborhoods have affordable housing, it's on us to do it, and we control it. To see that, makes me proud.
Absolutely.
Because we hear about the 30 for 30 brokes and how these athletes misuse their money.
Yeah. I just had a conversation about, it wasn't an athlete, but I had a conversation about an entertainer who's crying broke right now, and I don't know why.
Oh, wow. Oh, is this an off-air conversation? You got to tell me about it.
I mean, I can tell you. So apparently Tyrese is saying that he's broke. So yeah it's off air.
But no, shout out to these guys though.
Absolutely.
And I hadn't heard much of Robert Covington and Luol Deng's name in the last few years, but I did hear about some of the stuff that Matt Barnes. Shout out to Mark
Pops.
Barnes.
and Pops too. Like I didn't know anything about him doing anything either. So
these guys are putting their money where their mouth is.
Pretty much.
And so it's really good to see.
Absolutely. I love it. It's because those are the things that I think. It's funny if you think about it. So now that's the 3 instances, like LeBron in his school, them in this revitalization, and then Michael Jordan in his clinic here in Charlotte. Like they're hitting the 3 areas that are most impacted, where African Americans are most impacted in their education, in where they live, and in their healthcare.
Yeah.
So I love it. Awesome.
Yes. Shout out to you guys.
Yes. Awesome.
All right. Feel good final thought?
Man, listen.
Now, when you talk about change and athletes making change, wearing the name of, someone who was unjustly killed by the police on your jersey is a great move for significance. But to actually affect change, we need to affect some of these laws. And
that is it.
The Denver Broncos, again, athletes putting their money where their mouth is.
Yeah.
Along with their ownership. And a state legislator, I don't know what the name is. They put together a police reform bill.
Yeah.
And they passed it through the state of Colorado using their platform and influence.
Yeah.
This is the type of stuff that in every city, when we say like, yo, y'all got to use your influence, this is the way to do it. Like, your boss has relationships with some of these lawmakers.
That's right.
And they have the leverage to, they're able to leverage some of these relationships that they have with these people to get stuff like this done.
That's right.
So certainly continue to wear the names of, all of the people that who have been, unjustly killed or affected by the police. But these are the things that bring about real change. Actually using that leverage to get bills passed.
That's right.
So.
No, this was amazing. This is amazing.
Yeah.
I mean, the story we did a couple of weeks ago with Trevor Lawrence and all of the college athletes and wanting to be in that space too as well. Like, I think this for them is a great example of what they can accomplish as even as student athletes, because you're a voter. Either way, you're a citizen and you're a voter, so you've got a right to say it doesn't matter that you're in college. You know what I mean? So I feel like this is an opportunity for them. This was a great example for them to see how to utilize that platform truly and to get something done. Like, so I was excited to hear that they said that they wanted to have those meetings and have those opportunities to get in front of the people of power in their communities. Now this is the example of what you do with that.
Right. Yeah.
Period.
Yeah, that's how you do it.
Love it. Love it.
Yeah.
That's right. Let's make it happen. Not in my state. That's how everybody should feel. Not in my state. Like, nope. Yeah. So
and y'all got the power to do it. Like
like this makes a difference. This means we might not hear Colorado on the news. I mean, it'll be kind of, anyway, I ain't going there. We might not hear Colorado on the news about anything. You know what I mean? Like we hear, like because you've been proactive in making sure. Yeah. Or Kentucky. Anyway. Yeah. So So do what you can, folks. I don't know if y'all can see what's behind me over there. It says vote at the bottom.
Yes.
Vote. Yeah. I don't know if I don't want to even go there. I just had to put it up, but y'all see it. I don't know if you can see it. It says 1955 Emmett Till, 2020 Breonna Taylor. Same results. Justice for Breonna, say her name, vote. Those are all hashtags. But no, for real. So I don't know if people know that the same day in 1955, the people who murdered Emmett Till were acquitted, just like on September 23rd, 2020. One police officer was charged with
endangerment,
with shooting walls versus putting bullets in a person. And so it's equivalent. I mean, we're living in a different day than 1955 in that respect that it was, but it's the same thing, same result. Unfortunate. Anyway, that's not what we're on here for. I just wanted to make sure that I pointed that out.
No, I know. Look, I know if I can see it.
Everybody
else should be able to see it.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
All right.
What we watching?
So anybody who listens to this podcast knows that my favorite movie franchise is Bad Boys. And I was very excited about this new TV show because it is a spinoff from the Bad Boys franchise. It's called LA's Finest, and it stars Gabrielle Union and Jessica Alba. And it is Gabrielle bringing back her character as Sid Barnett. And she is an LA police officer, and she and Jessica are partners. And the first episode was you could tell it had a little Bad Boys flair to it, in that it was a little funny. It was a lot of action. It was, so I'm going to give it, I'm giving it 2 thumbs up for right now. I liked it. It was, I mean, just the relatability, because we know see it from the movie. So it's like, oh, this is like an old friend and just following her life kind of thing. So it was pretty cool.
Right. When we talked about it the other day, like I know that they did mention her in the movie, but it's like, and I guess the amount of time that passed was like significant, but it's like she was in the movie, Bad Boys 2, and then she just wasn't in Bad Boys 3. Like, it just moved on. It would have been cool to like see her and
segue her to
get married or something like that.
Right. But what they could have done was kind of introduce the show. Like Mike could have talked to her Marcus could have talked to her on the phone or something like that, and be like, "Sid, what you up to? Oh, I'm in LA." That kind of thing, to just kind of introduce the show, because it really didn't get. You have to be a real fan.
Yeah,
to have,
it didn't get the push.
It didn't get the push that that this is kind of this spinoff of the movie.
Right, I didn't know that until you told me.
Yeah.
And now that I know that, I want to watch it, but until you told me that, like I hadn't even heard of the show.
See.
You know.
So yeah. But I'm that person. Like, there's a show that I watch all the time. I guess if it's a second show pick for me, because I'm back into it. Rizzoli and Isles. It is a show about female Boston police officer, and her best friend, who is the medical examiner. And it is based on a series of books that I've read by Tess Gerritsen.
Okay. Okay.
So it's kind of, for me, those are the cool shows.
It's called Zoe and what?
Rizzoli,
Rizzoli,
Rizzoli and Isles, Isles.
Okay, Rizzoli and Isles. I like stuff like that. Like House was one of my favorite shows.
Oh my God, I loved House. Yeah. Oh my God, I love House. No, yeah. So she's a Boston police. It's really cool, and yeah. So there's a lot of humor, but it's still, yeah, it's a really good show. I don't know, I can't think of his name. Young black guy who killed himself, actor.
Young black guy?
He committed suicide. He was on this show. He was on Rizzoli and Isles.
Oh, this must have been recent.
This has been maybe about 5 years ago.
Oh no, this has been a show that's been on for a while. Black actor committed suicide.
Like, I don't even think Rizzoli and Isles doesn't come on anymore, but I'm about to look his name up. But yeah, it was a black guy that he committed suicide. And he was a part of the show. But anyway, go ahead. I'll look it up while you.
Okay. All right. So mine is a movie, and it's called Project Power. For those of you who haven't heard of it or haven't seen it, it's a Netflix movie, and it's starring. It is starring Jamie Foxx, right? But in the movie, there is this young lady who has been like making waves on Instagram. She's a rapper.
Listen, that girl is. I saw this movie, so I know what you're talking about. Listen, she is the truth. Yeah. Yes.
So they gave her a cameo in the movie. She played one of the. I don't know if they were friends, but she played one of the girls, the girl's classmates, the girl who was the co-star in the movie. Right. She played one of her classmates. And so all of the raps that the girl who was in the movie, the co-star, all of those raps were from her. Yeah. Okay. And so all right. I thought that was dope that they gave her that shine in that movie. Absolutely. Like, because we've been seeing her on Instagram with like freestyles and stuff like that. And it's been getting circulated and it's been getting buzz, and to see her get like an opportunity like that. But so maybe you can help me, right? So I knew you had seen it, but I should have asked you this the other day. What other movie did that young girl play in, the co-star? She played in another movie, and if for whatever reason it just escapes me.
I don't know. Okay.
I
have to look it up. Now you're going to make me look it up.
Yeah, and I could have just gone and done the research a long time ago. But I thought about it just now because I was like thinking to myself, yeah. What other movie was she in?
Dominique Fishback. That's her name.
Okay.
Dominique Fishback. I'm about to tell you.
Okay.
She, it's funny though, because, they got her playing a teenager and she's almost 30.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, she definitely looked the part. Like, she definitely looked like she was a teenager.
Yeah, she did. And the young man is Lee Thompson Young.
Lee Thompson Young, okay. I'm going to have to search him. See
So, let's see. Films, Project Power, The Hate You Give, and Night Comes On were the ones that she's been in.
It was The Hate You Give.
Okay. She was Kenya.
The Hate You Give. Yes.
She was Kenya.
I could not remember. I was like, I saw her in something and I cannot place her. Yeah. But it was The Hate You Give. Okay. Yeah.
That is it. But yeah. So Yeah, pretty good stuff.
Yeah. Well, we at the end of another one. This is the end of 80. Yeah. We are officially counting down to 100. Whew. So those of you who are first-time listeners, stay with us on this journey. Those of you who have been riding with us since the beginning, we truly, truly love and appreciate you guys.
Thank you. Whenever you came on, thank you.
Right. No, yeah.
Thank you.
We if you want to hit us up on Instagram, it's @field2 the real podcast. If you want to hit us up on Twitter, it's @field2 the real P1. Yeah, I'm sorry. Please go check out our YouTube page, Field to the Real Podcast. Like, share, subscribe, all that. We got episodes going all the way back, and as I told you, this is episode 80. So
plenty to watch.
Going all the way back.
Plenty to listen to, plenty to watch. Yep, absolutely.
And if you want to shoot us an email, hit us up at field2 the real podcast @gmail.com. Definitely hit us up. If you want to give us any feedback, we certainly appreciate it, whether that be, something we could do better, or you just want to, tell us like you like what you heard.
Well, you got a topic like we are. Content is always
right.
If you see something that you think, how we are, we don't just do what you typically see. So y'all know we be digging. We have to dig for what we talk about a lot of times. So if you know of anything, please.
Right. And for some of y'all, if you want to be a guest on the show and you want to join us one day, you know what I'm saying?
You think you know some stuff? Let's go.
Right. And don't be coming on here and you don't know what you're talking about.
Right. Please don't.
We will exit you off here immediately.
Please don't. Or you can tell us from the beginning that you don't know, and you'll get in where you fit in.
Right. Yeah. But that's it for us. We love you guys. We appreciate you. Peace.
Now put the cameras on me, 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 put the cameras on me.